Yes, Mr. Yeah, good morning, everyone. And thank you all
Yeah,
for
good morning,
joining
Sonali.
today. Yeah. We have with us Mr. V.V. Krishnan, who is our Vice President Sales for APAC and Middle East. We have Mr. Zubin Dalal, who is our Director Product Management. We have our pre-sales head for APAC and Middle East, Mr. Ridhijit Singh. Mr. Prakash Srinivasan, who is the Product Manager, and Mr. Mohammad Masood, who is the Senior Director, Enterprises and Alliances. We have our entire sales team and our pre-sales team, along with our marketing team on the call today. And over to you, Krishnan, uh, for the introduction. Yeah.
Thanks, Ali. Thanks everyone who joined this call. Partners are the backbone for any product organization, and that's no way different for Seclor. As all of you know, we have been doing a very good job with regard to protecting data, which has been pretty critical in the last few months, especially post-COVID. And we have been partnering with you. Thank you for all the support you have been providing in the field. That's the first thing which I want to highlight. And then what we are going to do today is primarily share with you on how we have been effectively partnering with all of you to try and see how do we work on large organizations which have been going the Microsoft way. As we all know, Microsoft has been doing a brilliant job on the office productivity, and we have developed tools which really complements the current setup for all organizations. And we have acquired a lot of customers in the last year or so. Just to give you a recap on what Seclor has been doing all this while is that we have been playing a big role as far as the data-centric security space is concerned. We have acquired a whole lot of customers in this space, especially in banking and finance, manufacturing, IT, ITS, telecom, and all the other sectors. What we have been doing in the last few years is that rather than just looking at information rights management as a product, we have been trying to integrate with all the leading solutions which are available in the current ecosystem or the customer is looking for, so that the customer leverages the complete features of what we offer, and he gets data-centric security across his ecosystem. So what we are going to cover today is that we have been working on the Microsoft platform. We have been working on the desktop side as we give good coverage around the Word, Excel, and PPT, whether it is a Windows desktop or a Mac desktop. We have been working on the email side, which is either user-driven or automated with products like Outlook on Web or Exchange Online. On the productivity and collaboration side, we have good support already being provided on the M365 for OneDrive and SharePoint. What we have added very recently has been the Teams, and we all know that Teams have been Microsoft Teams has been a important tool for most of the organizations in the last few quarters, and that's what we have very recently launched. So the session today is primarily to highlight on what we offer around M365 as a platform. If you actually look at today, 99.9% of the customers whom you go and talk to, somewhere or other, they have the Microsoft 365 as the platform coming in. They have either migrated already or are in the process of migrating in the next few quarters. So what we want to do today is primarily want to share with you what we do in M365 as a platform, and we want you to take it to the customers. And let me assure you that whichever customer you go and talk to today, you will definitely find an opportunity where you can deeply engage, and it will be good both for you as an organization as well as for Seclor. And without much ado, I would hand it over to Prakash Srinivasan, our product manager. Over to you, Prakash.
Thanks, Krishnan. Thanks for setting the background. Welcome, everyone. Today, we will be talking about the Seclor offering for Microsoft 365 and focus towards Microsoft Teams, with that being one of the largest drivers for Microsoft 365 adoption all around the world. And we will be covering how Seclor helps in automatic protection in Teams and also seamless access from Teams. Before we get into the details, I'd like to announce that we will be running a couple of poll questions through the briefing session. And I'll encourage all of you to participate in that poll. Based on your responses, we will be running a lucky draw, which will result in a few gift vouchers. So thanks everyone for participating and joining this briefing. So Microsoft 365 adoption has skyrocketed in the 2020 pandemic, and the remote working, the cloud migration, all has resulted into Microsoft Teams being adopted very heavily. In fact, over the last 12 months, we have realized that 50% of the Microsoft 365 adoption is a resultant of Microsoft Teams. And over the last few months, we have got figures of over 115 million users accessing, consuming Teams daily. And one of the core reasons is remote collaboration. Now, while speaking to Gartner, Gartner revealed a lot of information about how Microsoft 365 is a leader in this space. Till 2018, Microsoft ran a Gartner Magic Quadrant, which rated all the content collaboration platforms. Now, in 2018, Microsoft was already a leader. And from the previous years, 2015 and 2017, you can see that they have made a steep progress into the leader space. And this COVID situation has actually led to an enormous growth in the adoption. Now, this category has become much bigger. It's called the Content Services Platform now. And in 2020, as per the Gartner Magic Quadrant, Microsoft is already the leader here. Let's focus on meeting solutions, the category where Zoom, Cisco, Microsoft, they all form the leaders. But if you see here as well, Microsoft is still high on the ability to execute. Again, Microsoft is a leader, and this is driven by Teams. Broadening that category, calling it unified communications as a service, again, a Gartner Magic Quadrant proposition. Here again, Microsoft is a leader. Again, this is driven by Teams. All this tells us that Microsoft Teams is one of the most popular products available in the market, and the adoption is only increasing exponentially as we speak. Not only this, the Microsoft strategy to get customers to adopt cloud is also playing a catalyst to adoption of Microsoft 365. The pricing is heavily biased towards the cloud products. There is bundled offering of Office, email, and connectivity. And so organizations have little choice but to move to the Microsoft 365 platform. So if we have to sum up the capabilities of Microsoft 365, we'll put it in this format. The Microsoft 365 productivity platforms, productivity suites will be the Office applications, the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. We'll have the business class communication, which comprise of Yammer, Teams, and the Outlook products. The storage and productivity is majorly focused around SharePoint and OneDrive. Business applications would be the calendars, the contacts, and the notes. All this is tied to by Microsoft Azure Active Directory. You, even if you're using any of these products, you will be using Microsoft Active Directory anyway, and many more applications like Microsoft Streams, which will be for the YouTube, which is the YouTube competition in the Microsoft space. That brings us to the first audience poll for the day. What we would like to know from you is, for your customers, which would be the most common Microsoft 365 service? And you can answer multiple choices. You can have multiple options that you can select. We'll wait for about 15 seconds for this to be completed. We have about 50% participation in the poll so far. I'll encourage you to quickly answer and respond to this query. All right. We have about 65% participation on the poll. The trend is looking quite obvious in terms of the usage. We can see Teams being the front runner with over 90% of you voted for Teams. OneDrive and SharePoint are close to 65%. Exchange Online is also close to 65%. So the top four are Teams, OneDrive, SharePoint Online, and Exchange Online. Thanks for this. Keep polling. We will continue with the rest of the content. So having adopted Microsoft 365 and with the major services, major products being Teams, SharePoint Online, OneDrive, and Exchange Online, what are enterprises still looking for? One of the major gaps is the security space in the Microsoft 365. Organizations want to retain control of security in the cloud. Many of the organizations have moved from an on-premise setup to an on-cloud setup to keep up with the remote working over the last year and a half. And they are used to having control of the security while the platform was on-premise. Now with going to the cloud, they want to retain that security. They also want to make sure that the security is extended to beyond the cloud. So if there is an interaction with partners, with collaborators, with consultants who are not employees of the organization, they want to make sure that the security extends beyond that too. Security in multi-cloud environments is also very critical. Organizations continue to use multiple applications on the cloud and multiple platforms. For example, using Microsoft 365 for internal collaboration, maybe Teams for internal collaboration, and Box for external collaboration, as an example. And there is a need for having consistent security across all these cloud applications. There are definitely a lot of core significant glaring gaps in the Microsoft 365 security space, and organizations, once they have adopted Microsoft 365, easily realize this, and they want someone to help them fix these gaps. External collaboration has always been a security question amongst organizations who have adopted Microsoft 365, and they're looking for a solution to the secure external user collaboration space. Apart from the security requirements, there are also usability requirements. Apart from the Microsoft Office file formats, organizations also continue to use various other file formats and platforms for their critical IP. It could be the design documents, videos, audios, the non-Microsoft documents like the PDFs, images, and text. There could also be customer proprietary file formats. And there is no way to have seamless access to this content in the Microsoft 365 platform. Organizations have also relied on specific experts for certain capabilities. For example, for authentication, there are applications like Okta and Ping and Google, which provide much richer features compared to what the Microsoft 365 framework provides, and they continue to rely on them. After moving to the Microsoft 365 platform, they still want support for these applications. There are a lot of existing customers who have been using Seclor while they were in the on-premise setup, and they have either started the journey to move to Microsoft 365 in the process or just completed. And they want Seclor to help them out in this journey and make sure that all the security policies, all the security plans that they have already imposed while they were in the on-premise setup continue to work when they move to the cloud. Last but not the least, there is also a requirement for seamless access of information on the desktop. Even though the documents are stored in the cloud, organizations realize that employees and partners would prefer accessing this information in the native application. And there is a need to have seamless access of all these Office documents, the PDFs in the native application, even if they are protected. And that's what Seclor provides. And we'll be talking about that for the rest of the session. Let's take a quick look at the Seclor's offering for Microsoft 365. What is the entire umbrella of offering? The major and the core benefit is the protection capability on the desktop. And this ranges from a user-driven protection where a user could just right-click on a file and Seclor protect it. And this works on both Mac and the Windows system. It could also be automated where a DLP system or a discovery system or a classification system could detect and then call Seclor as a response to automatically protect it. There is user-driven email protection. It could be on the Outlook client, on the Windows or the Mac, or even on the web. All the user needs to do is just click on a Seclor It button and the receiver receives a protected email. There could be automated email protection as well, where the user is completely transparent to the security settings. All the user needs to do is continue working as they have been working, and the backend configurations of the Seclor email auto protector will automatically protect emails based on simple rules like who's the sender, who's the recipient, what's the domain like, what is the subject like, and all that information. And the receiver will receive a protected email, completely transparent to the end user. Today's focus of discussion has been around the collaboration and the productivity apps. We have the SharePoint and the OneDrive automatic protection already available, and we have also now introduced the same capability in Teams. To tie it all together, the Identity Federation with Azure AD helps to make all this very seamless. Any organization who's using Microsoft 365 will be using Azure AD, and Seclor's adapter for Azure Active Directory ensures that the user gets automatically authenticated using the Azure AD credentials, and there's a seamless access, single sign-on capability available to access any of the Seclor offerings. And this makes it very, very easy for anybody to adopt the offering. So one of the core benefits and the core capabilities that any organization will be able to get value from is the Azure AD authentication adapter. Today, we will be focusing on the Teams support for automatic protection and seamless access. Let's jump a little deeper. How does this typically work? Now, in the SharePoint online setup, all a user needs to do is enable Seclor IRM, which is basically enabling automatic protection in a document library. So whenever any user uploads a document into any of these Seclor IRM enabled document libraries, the files will get automatically protected after upload. Completely transparent to the end user. End user does not really need to think about what should be the security, what should be the policy that needs to be applied. Everything will be taken care of by the system. Now, Teams also uses SharePoint as the backend. And so all the user really needs to do is upload a document into a Teams channel. and the files will get automatically protected as soon as they are uploaded. So it's completely seamless. The major benefits here in this case is automation and protection. Consistency in protection also is a fallout of automation because the user doesn't really need to think about what should be the security. Everything is consistent. There's security inside the Microsoft 365 platform, and this is supported for any file formats. Any file format could be the Office formats, PDFs, images, videos, design documents, custom and proprietary file formats. All these are supported. Let's take a look at the user access. All the user really needs to do is click on a file open option in SharePoint or OneDrive or Teams, and the file opens seamlessly in the Seclor Online Editor. This is a completely agentless based access. The user doesn't really need to have Microsoft Office installed on their machine. They don't really need to have any agent installed on their machine. A single click access will open the file in the Seclor Online Editor. It's a secure browser-based editor. User can edit and save the file back into SharePoint Online, but it could also be Teams or OneDrive, wherever it is picked up from. The major benefits are ease of use, definitely access through the secure browser. This lowers the total cost of ownership because you don't really need to have users having Microsoft licenses on the desktop. The focus of today has also been how we make it very easy to access secure protected documents from Teams. User needs to just click on the file name and the file opens in the desktop application. If the user has Microsoft Office installed on their machine, they have the Seclor agent installed, then the file will open directly in Microsoft Office. If it's a spreadsheet, it will open in Excel. Users can continue to work in the native application, which is Excel in this case, run through the keyboard shortcuts and edit and save the file back to Teams. Ease of use and definitely policy federation. Policy federation is one of the core benefits of Seclor for Microsoft 365 offering, and I'll spend a couple of minutes to discuss how that works right after we speak about the third way of accessing, which is through a OneDrive sync client. There are many users in an organization who prefer to have OneDrive for Business client installed on their machine, and they sync all the folders from the cloud over there, be it from SharePoint, OneDrive, or even Teams. And Seclor supports that too. All the user really needs to do is click on the file, and the file opens in the native application. Editing and saving will put the file back into the sync client and subsequently to SharePoint, OneDrive, or Teams, wherever it comes from. Let's spend a couple of minutes to understand policy federation and how powerful and useful it is for organizations. Let's take an example in this case. We have Anna Thompson, who is an employee of the company Acme Group. She's a part of certain SharePoint sites and also a member in a few teams. If we just do a check of Anna's permission in SharePoint, she will have edit permissions, and she will also be a member in a few teams. Now, Anna downloads a confidential document from the Microsoft 365 platform. Because of Seclor's automatic protection, the downloaded document will be a Seclor protected one. Anna decides to open that document. And you can see that Anna has read and edit permissions on this file. Now, this is happening because every time Anna is opening a document, Seclor does a call back to Microsoft 365 to check for the current permissions on that file. So Seclor is asking Microsoft 365, hey, Anna is trying to open this particular document. What would be Anna's permissions on your system? And Seclor will be informed by Microsoft 365 that she is a member or she has edit permissions, and the same are applied on the downloaded document. Now let's assume that for some reason, Anna has moved out of that role and moved to some other role in the organization. So in the Microsoft 365 system, her permissions have been changed. She no longer is a member of that team. She no longer has access to those particular libraries in SharePoint. But Anna wants to access that document. She realizes that she has already a downloaded copy on her machine, so she double clicks and opens it. Now, when she tries to do that, the policy federation framework is going to ask Microsoft 365 if Anna can access this document. And Microsoft 365 is going to say no. Anna does not have access. And so Anna's access on the downloaded file is also blocked. So the key benefits of this policy federation framework can be explained by two examples. One is reduced admin overhead. The administrator of SharePoint or the IT team does not really have to worry about what is happening to the downloaded documents anymore. If organizations have employees moving from one team to the other, their permissions in SharePoint are changing, even if they have downloaded documents on their machine, it will not matter, because as soon as permissions change in SharePoint or Teams or OneDrive, all the downloaded documents also have those updated permissions. This will happen automatically. So reduced overhead, no headache for the admin on the security front. The second, much more critical, is safety against insider data leakage. With downloaded documents from Microsoft 365, now we will have employees not being able to access documents which they are not supposed to access. Earlier, without secular protection, if there are unprotected documents, unprotected copies sitting on their machine, they will be able to share it with anybody without being tracked, without really being any liable for having any liability for their actions. Now with secular protection, even if they share it to anyone, they will not be able to access it, and all these activities will also be tracked. So those are the major two benefits of policy federation, and we have seen a lot of customers really appreciating this and finding value from policy federation in the Secure for Microsoft 365 offering. This applies across SharePoint, OneDrive, as well as for Teams. So these were the major capabilities of the offering. I would like to talk about the key differentiators of the Secure for Microsoft 365 offering. And let's compare it with the native offering of Microsoft 365 in the same space, which is AIP. There would be questions that you will be having, or you will be asked by customers, that I am getting an offering from Microsoft with the Microsoft 365 system almost at a very cheap price, at a throwaway price. Why should I still go ahead with Secure for ensuring data-centric security on Microsoft 365? And there are very simple key differentiators for this. Let's run by them quickly. Automatic protection in Microsoft Teams is not supported in the AIP framework. It is supported in Secure. So there is no way in AIP where you would be able to go to a particular channel and say that I want automatic protection for this particular team. That's not going to work. It's Secure, yes. We spoke about policy federation and instant revoke, and this is supported only with the Secure setup. In the AIP setup, the permissions are static, which means that once a file is downloaded, even if you revoke permissions of that user from the Microsoft 365 setup, the downloaded files will still have access to all those users who initially had access. This is a major security issue. The format support for automatic protection is limited to Office and PDFs in AIP, whereas in Secure, it is any files. On the protected documents, there is a watermark which can be shown, which helps prevent or which helps track down if there is any leakage. And this watermark is dynamic in case of Secure. It provides information like who is the user who's opening the document, at what time did this happen. So if there is a screen grab of a Secure protected file with the watermark, it is easy to track down the source of the leakage. In case of AIP, that is limited. Either there is no watermark or the watermark is static. It will just tell you who the owner of that document is. It is not going to help lead to the source of the leakage. Revoke user access is supported in Secure, which means that if you revoke access in the Microsoft 365 setup, wherever the document is in the world, that user will not be able to access it anymore. That's not supported in case of AIP. The agentless access in the AIP setup is supported only for the Microsoft Office setups. It's supported to a very small extent for PDF specifically if you are using one particular browser, which is the Edge Chromium, but it is very specific to browser and file format. Whereas in case of Seclor, there is agentless access supported across Office documents, PDF, text, and images. So why there is a wider spread. And this comparison that we just spoke about is specific to SharePoint Online and Teams. But if we want to cast the net slightly broader and talk about the major differences between AIP protection and Seclor, there are many more significant differences. With Microsoft, there is a platform dependency. Everything has to be Microsoft related. The operating system, file formats, user and data repositories, email infrastructure, everything has to be Microsoft dependent. Whereas in case of Seclor, it can be any operating system, any file format, any infrastructure. So Seclor truly exhibits anyness, whereas there is dependency of the platform and infrastructure for Microsoft. The ease of use capability can be demonstrated with the fact that Seclor is completely browser based. There are many more file formats which are supported by Seclor for access without the agent. And counterpart would be the requirement to really have an agent for any files which are not Office formats in case of AIP. There are a lot of self-service workflows which really outsmart what the AIP framework is. For example, there is a request for access workflow. There is a smart share workflow, which is specific to the Seclor setup. This is not available in the AIP or the Microsoft setup at all. This completely adds and augments the user experience, makes it very easy for any user to adopt Seclor and go ahead using it seamlessly. The security of the security system is usually the point where we see organizations who might have even adopted AIP earlier come back to Seclor and say that they need solutions for particular gaps in security. We spoke about the watermark capability. We also have a very simple use case where if a document, which is maybe let's have it in a Word format initially, and it is AIP protected. If it is exported to a PDF format, the security in that document is completely lost if it is an AIP protected file. The PDF format which is created is completely unprotected. Now that security in file format conversions is retained in Seclor. So if you convert a file from a PDF, from a Excel file format or a PPT format or a Word format to a PDF, the resultant PDF document is also having the same level of security as the original document. All this results in a lower cost of ownership if Seclor is adopted. There is no cost required, no effort required for policy creation, because policies can be created either on the fly or they can be federated from the underlying system. In this case, it could be the Microsoft system or any other application for that matter. There are a lot of bulk operation activities like transfer ownership, immediate revoke, which can be done very easily through the Seclor setup, whereas it will require a lot of effort, maybe even PowerShell scripting for that matter. In many cases, they are not even supported in the AIP setup. So summarize, we will have a list of the key benefits here. Right? So there is definitely automation capability, and automatic protection in SharePoint and Teams are examples of that. Policy federation helps to get the policies on the downloaded files immediately and automatically. User doesn't really need to define policies, spend time and effort in defining policies. So there is definitely a benefit of automation. The benefit of anyness can be exhibited by automatic protection of any file format. The ease of use can be demonstrated by agentless access on the secure browser-based editor. A single click open in the desktop or native file access can be done if the user has the agent installed. And there's definitely very little admin overhead if we have to have the policy federation. Security of the security system can be exhibited by protection inside the Microsoft 365 framework. So there is security inside Microsoft 365. There is support for on-premise as well as on cloud. There are organizations who still want to have the security setup on-premise so that they have complete control. So Seclor supports an on-premise deployment as well as an on-cloud deployment. Policy Federation ensures that the security is passed on from any system, which is the single source of truth, to the Seclor setup. Last but not the least is the resulting benefit of lower cost of ownership, which will mean minimum admin overhead and agentless access, which will essentially mean that users who do not have the desktop licenses for Microsoft will still be able to consume Seclor protected files seamlessly. There's no need to really roll out the Seclor agent or even the Microsoft Office desktop licenses on the user's machine. This brings us to the second audience poll. What we would like to know is which of the following features would your customers benefit from? You can see the poll pop up in front of you. Please share your feedback, your understanding of which of these would be the capabilities. We're having over 50% of the participants already voted. Please keep going. The current trend is showing automatic protection as the front runner and seamless access in the desktop application from Teams closely second. We'll wait for about 10 more seconds before we move on to the rest of the content. Please continue voting. All right, we have about 60%, 65% now of the participants who have voted. Let's continue with the rest of the content. So far, the poll results say that automatic protection is one of the key benefits, followed by access in the desktop application from Teams. Thanks for sharing your views. Certain list of questions that you may have. So we've just put together an FAQ section. Let's go through some of the typical points of questions and I'll try to answer them here itself. What is the pricing for Microsoft Teams support? So in terms of licensing, this is a part of the Seclor for Microsoft 365 connector. Now the Seclor for Microsoft 365 connector feature set includes automatic protection in the SharePoint Online setup and also Teams, access online from SharePoint Online, OneDrive and Teams, and also access directly in the desktop from Teams. So this is going to be a part of the Seclor for Microsoft 365 offering. Will it work if a customer does not procure automatic protection in SharePoint? The receiver features will still work, which means that if a user wants to, if a employee or a partner, any user internal wants to access Seclor protected documents from the Microsoft 365 systems, they will still continue to work. For organizations or customers who are already using Seclor for Microsoft 365, will this capability be automatically added? It will require an upgrade of the components and a deployment of a component on Teams. As soon as this is completed, the capabilities will be added to the existing Seclor for Microsoft 365 capability. The next question is around Does Seclor support opening of manually protected files from Microsoft Teams? The answer is yes. Whatever be the source of protection, kind of protection, could be protection manually, it could be protection through email, any other connector, DLP based protection, classification based protection, hot folder based protection, any of the protected files, if they find a way into Microsoft Teams, they will be supported for access on the desktop application through the Seclor for Microsoft 365 offering. Is open for desktop supported for both Windows and Mac. It's currently limited to the Windows for Office. So if it's on the Windows setup, the Seclor agent being installed on Windows, this will work. How can a customer or a prospect experience this? There is a sales engineering setup, which can be used for demos and tryouts. There are POC that needs to be done, that can be done as well. The general release is March, so it is released as we speak. It's available for tryouts. The content is already available for everybody to learn about, and there are demo videos which are also available. Let's take a quick look at the collaterals which are available. This was launched already in Giant, so it's already available for everyone to see and use. The launch materials include briefings with analysts. So there is content which can be used to brief analysts. We have already briefed a lot of analysts on the Gartner front about this capability. They're all very excited about what they see. The press release is available. There is data sheet, product use cases, packages, and sales slides, which have been updated to have this content. There is a recording of the sales training, and this session that we are doing is also getting recorded if you want to take a look at it again. Seclor versus AIP battle card is in progress, and what you see here is basically a part of the battle card. What we just covered about the differences between AIP and Seclor, you would be able to have that too. The promotion is done through a blog post, which is already out. The email campaign is already done. We have a social media press release and blog, which have also gone out. There is enough buzz in the market about this capability. The demo video on the website will be up in a couple of days. The demo video is already available for the product capabilities. What you will see on the website will have much more jazz, but if you wish to have a working video, working demo of Seclor for Microsoft 365, the video is already available. The white paper is something which will also be up soon. So those are the collaterals which are available to you to understand this, and also pass on to customers and prospects so that they understand this better. Any questions that have not been answered through the chat, we can take up now. I can see that many questions are being answered already. Are there any questions that are not yet answered and needs to be picked up now?
There was one question I was not able to understand that, Prakash. It is in the chat. Please confirm regarding Gartner listed. So I'm not sure. Are they asking about Gartner quadrant or something like that?
Okay. So we, as a part of making sure that the information passes on to the analyst, we brief Gartner analysts also. There are Gartner analysts specific to Microsoft 365 and security inside Microsoft 365. We are in constant touch with them, and we brief them about the capabilities which are coming up and are already there. And we work for reactions also, right? And there's also a source of feedback for Seclor on what customers are asking for. So that's basically the information about the Gartner listing. Hope I've answered your question, Mr. Amit.
There is one more question from Sudhir Bhoi. Do we require M365 IRM licenses as well with Seclor?
No, the answer is no. You don't need a Microsoft 365 IRM licenses.
We'll keep this question and answer session for another 1 minute. So any questions, please ask me.
Hi, Dinesh this side. While I understood this presentation was about AIP, so do Secular provide any other solutions as well for Office 365 other than AIP? As
Sorry, we are not able to hear you clearly. You need to be a little bit louder, or you can put your question in chat.
okay, so I hope now I'm audible.
Yes.
So I understood this presentation is all about the competition of AIP, right? The Secular solution which compete AIP. So do Secular have other competition product as well for Microsoft EMS suite?
So Secular's offering for the Microsoft space is across multiple offerings. So if you can go back to what I covered in the beginning about what are the different products in the Secular's offering for Microsoft 365, if you can just quickly see my screen, there is automatic protection on the desktop. Now this is all on the Office files which are on the desktop. The user could do a right-click protection. It could also be a automated protection and could work with other security products like classification system, discovery systems, DLP systems to automatically Secular protect. And this works on Mac as well as Windows. There's user-driven protection on email, right? So email protection is also available. It could also be automated completely. It works with Exchange Online, and the user doesn't even realize that security is happening. It's happening at the backend. We spoke about OneDrive, Teams, and SharePoint already. And to tie it all together, there is an adapter for Azure AD identity as well. So all these fall under the Secular for Microsoft 365 umbrella. It's not only the team solution or the SharePoint solution, but there is solution across emails, identity, working with other security solutions that can work for the Microsoft setup.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Prakash, maybe we can conclude now.
Great. Thanks everyone for your time. Let me just move on to the next section quickly. Let me please hand it over to Sonali to share the next details.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Prakash. Thank you for the wonderful session. It was very informative. The key takeaway from today's session is all Microsoft 365 users are our potential customers, right? So now we come to the last and exciting part of the webinar, the Partners SPIF program that we have launched. The first 10 qualified opportunity identified and registered for Secular for Microsoft 365 on our partner portal will get a gift voucher worth ₹2,000. Okay, you can reach out to me, Sonali Shetty, or your distributor representative from Exclusive Networks, MTech, Technobyne, and RA. Thank you everyone for joining us today. All the best for a strong Q4 closure. Thank you once again and stay safe.